was like right in, but like she would stand there like in front of the boys. That's what she would do. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Every time, she couldn't help herself. She couldn't help herself. Every she did.
That's great. So, how do you know when the album is done? How do you know like it's ready to be released to us?
When it's like being printed. We learned an interesting thing about how the music business changed since we were kids and now making an album ourselves as adults. So thought we were getting pretty close, and the way the industry kind of worked, at least in 08, I don't know what it does now. We do New Kids. You know, we're here at BLOCKCON. We won't make a song, we put it out for you guys. It's like we have our own thing. I don't consider us part of the industry. We're in the blockhead business, and that's it. Like, this is our thing. We're for you guys. But producers, there's only so many people at that time in 2008 that could get played on the radio. And now it's probably even smaller, right? There's like 10 artists with, you know, you'd always hear a certain artist over and over again, and then there's like a 10 artists maybe. And the producers, the top producers, grab their best songs and save it. And when they think that what they'll do is we would get a lot of demos from people, and it'd be like, wait, who's singing this demo? And they'd be like, oh, Pussycat Dolls, but don't worry about that. What happened was Pussycat Dolls recorded it, and then they didn't want it. And the producer's like, you take it. You know, they're trying to place their songs, right? So, but when a producer gets, although we did do one of those, Lights, Camera, Action, was first recorded for the Pussycat Dolls, but it was meant for us, so that worked out great. But the top producers, they find a gem, they hold it. Right? And they sort of wait, and they wait till the album of the artist they're looking at is almost done. And at the end, right when you think you're done, it's like, all right, album's done. They go, oh, no, it's not. Here comes Timbaland with the song, or here comes Teddy Riley with the song, and that started happening. And the problem was the songs were great. So we were close to the finish line. And Joe and I went to a basketball game. We were going to the Celtics and Lakers championship game in 2008. Sorry. And Jimmy Iovine from Interscope Records. I had signed Marky Mark to Interscope Records in 1991 and produced their first #1 song that label ever had, Good Vibration. So Jimmy and I reconnected when we felt we had enough music to get the album going, to get an album deal. And so the Celtics won the championship, and I didn't have tickets in LA, so I called Jimmy. I said, hey, I need your Laker tickets to go to see the Celtics tonight. So Joey and I hopped in a limo with the producer Polo the Don. And Polo produced Usher and all these huge hit records. And he kept playing this record in the car. And like, we're close to the finish line of the album. And it's like, he played it, and he played it, and he played it, and it was a song by Neo, and we're like, but we're talking, he's not, you know, we don't know what's going on, he's just playing it, and yeah, so what have you guys been up to, and where do you want to go to eat after the game? And played it again. And I don't know how it came to be, but maybe a week it was, right, later, Joey called me and was like, hey, I just heard Jimmy Iovine wants us to do single. And I was like, that song in the car that Polo kept playing over and over, the Neo record? He was like, yeah, I'm going to sing it now. And we went and did it, and so the album extended, and that became a process. That whole recording of that song was a process.
And to piggyback on, you know, Jimmy Iovine and Donnie's relationship with Jimmy Iovine and Jordan's relationship with Jimmy Iovine and for his solo album. But, you know, Jimmy Iovine's, you know, for those of you who don't know, he's a legend in the music business, you know, as far as, you know, I think he started like engineering Beatles records, and so I mean he's a legend, and that having that kind of a guy